Hey, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man. Reading from Our Daily Bread in James chapter 1, verses 19 through 20. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. God, as much as I don't want to, I can't help but to listen to your love, which calls me to always seek to make my enemies my friends. How I have grown to truly dislike the call of this love. I would rather love a stranger than an enemy. This is not easy to even want to do. Still, I know that this is what you want me to do in order for me to make your love real in my life. And so, Lord, flood me with your love because this call is a hard one for me. Amen. Yes, it is. Going back up to the reading, the Lord is saying that let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. A lot of the times, if we listen, then that will resolve so much beef. We would not go through half of the disagreements that we go through if we would listen to people full out. But the moment somebody says a triggering word, that is what I'm learning is what's happening. We don't know ourselves. We don't know our triggers. We don't know parts of our trauma that makes us respond out of anger or that makes us feel a way emotionally. So that's where we have to go back and learn those different things. We have to learn what gives me an attitude, what pisses me off, what makes me want to fight, what makes me uncomfortable, what makes me feel like I'm going back into the past, what makes me be the person that I have already got written of. Those are some steps that we have to take. That way we will know when we're triggered. That way if we're listening to someone and they say a triggering word, we know how to respond differently. That way we are found blameless and harmless. But a lot of the times we don't listen fully. We are either cutting them off, and I can speak on my own behalf. I am either cutting someone off. I'm either trying to finish the sentence because I feel like I know what they're going to say. I'm either trying to get in this question or pause them to get a better understanding before they're done. They may have already explained that. So when we are fast to hear versus talking, then that turns a lot of wrath away as well, because I heard what you said. We don't listen to each other a lot. I was watching Love and Hip Hop the other day, and it was this homosexual couple on there, but it was the point of the matter of what happened was this exact thing. The man was saying, well, you know, I helped to build you just as much as you helped to build me. But he couldn't get that out just as much as you helped to build me, because as soon as he said, well, and he was peaceful with it. We have to start watching body language and listening. He was very humble and respectful with it. I don't think it would have made me upset if he was talking to me in real life. He said, well, he was like, well, basically, I helped build you a lot, and then boom, the guy cut into him. No, you ain't helped build nothing, da da da. But I'm glad he finished his sentence because we all heard that. He said, I'm glad that I helped build you up as much as you helped to build me up. Be slow to speak and quick to hear, because that started a whole fight between them. And if he would have listened, then that would have turned away the wrath. They said, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Being angry, fighting, and all of these different emotions that we have, all of these toxic behaviors that we have, does not display the characteristics of God. So we have to learn how to listen and talk to people and be patient, take a deep breath and walk away when necessary. A lot of the times that is necessary to do so we can understand one another. The person in their testimony is saying, listen, this is one of the hardest things that I never wanted to do in my life. It's so much easier to love a stranger than to love your enemy, to love somebody that's been in your life, that's seen your situation, that know your struggles, that should know you like the back of your hand, and then they probably still did some wild stuff. It is so hard to love them. I would rather love somebody that I don't know versus loving somebody that I do know or did know based on the situation that happened. But you know what? because this is a requirement of the Lord to love thy enemies as I love myself, to love my neighbors as I love myself. I'm still working on that, but I'm going to do it because that is what the Lord said is love. And so, Lord, flood me with your love, because this is hard for me to do. It is hard to do, but it is a requirement that it is to be done. And yes, I have thought the same way. I'm kind of over it now, but I say that like, oh my God, Lord, you already did this. You already died on everybody have. Don't nobody want to forgive them. Don't nobody want to love them. You seen what happened. That's not how God thinks. No sin is greater than the next. And if we listen, if we pay attention, then we can see how much we learned out of that situation. And being mature and taking accountability, we'll also see the wrong that we did, because we're not perfect and we did something as well. Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man, when you get time, I encourage you to read James chapter 1 verses 19 through 20. I love you and God bless you.